Okay, we just got to Nintendo's booth and we are really early for my appointment to play Smash because I'm a bit too excited. But yeah, we're getting ready to try it out. The Nintendo booth is insane this year. I mean, it is every year. I thought it'd be a little calmer since Smash is sign up only, but it turns out Pokemon Let's Go is playable, and that has a line, and that line is nuts. Along with that, they've got Fortnite and just a whole bunch of other games they've announced recently coming to Switch finally, so yeah, it's pretty crazy. So we're getting ready to do Smash. I don't entirely know what to expect yet. I don't know if it's gonna be like the full version of the game that they've kind of shown so far, whether or not we can play as all the characters they announced today, which are everyone and 2 more, so exciting. I signed up for the non-competitive because I want to be able to mess with items and try some other stuff and just see how the game feels overall. So super hype. Can't wait to play. We're in line right now to play. I am super excited. So we just finished playing Smash and we're kind of hanging out behind the booth again because it is way too loud and way too many people just running everywhere in front of it and on the sides. Smash was awesome. I mean, I had a ton of fun with it. I did for fun, so there were items and stuff, which gave me a chance to kind of try some of that stuff out. I was able to do a few matches, and I did a combination of trying one of my favorite old characters, Ike, and then I messed with the 2 new characters, Ridley and Inkling. Now, there's still a ton going on in my head, so I'm gonna try and just unpack what I'm remembering right now. As far as like how the overall game feels, obviously there's the changes they talked about in this morning's conference, a lot of new shortcuts to using certain moves. One of the things I noticed though is that as far as the speed of it goes, it's very similar to Smash for Wii U in that it's not quite the same speed and weight of Melee, but it's not as floaty and slow as Brawl is. It's maybe just a little heavier on some of the characters. There were a few times where I really thought someone was gonna get ringed out, but no, they came back to the stage, even when they seemed like they should be pretty light. As far as things go for characters I tried out, Ike is very similar. There are some really specific changes, but since he's an old character, let's kind of just move past that for now. New people. Inkling was really fun. I didn't fully figure out all their mechanics just yet when I was messing with the game. You have an ink system where you need to store it up, and once you run out, all your moves are a lot weaker. As far as their moveset goes, I think one of the coolest ones for me was their forward B, where they do the roller. But if you hit an opponent with it, it plants them in the ground, making them vulnerable to other attacks, which was really handy. And then Ridley was tons of fun. I loved how heavy he was, but he still had some great mobility, especially in the air, because, I mean, you know, he has wings and can fly. A lot of his moveset was fairly standard. Like, he had a dash attack, he had his up B, which allowed him to kind of just do a straight dash up or sideways or down. The coolest move by far, though, is his down B, where he does this stab attack with his tail, and it doesn't knock anyone back. It has 0 knockback. In fact, they just stay in place. But it does a ton of damage. And there's even like a cool little, like it zooms in and slows down a minute the moment you do it. It was just a super cool feeling if you're able to land it. It was hard to land, but totally worth it when you did. Those were like the main things I really focused on. I mean, honestly, I was just having fun trying out new characters. And while I tried having a list of things in my head to look out for while playing, I just ended up having too much fun while playing to really think about it anymore. I just kind of went with it, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to see the full release of this. I really like a lot of the changes they've shown off and announced. I think one of my favorite is that if you're still playing with Smash Balls, instead of some characters having ridiculous moves where they go into like a super move for a long period of time, everyone just has moves where you get the one chance to hit, and if you miss, that's it, done and done. It keeps gameplay going a lot faster, and that was definitely something I saw while we were playing. So with the demo, we only got to play with about half the characters. Like I said though, both of the new people were there, so that was awesome. I'm really excited to see what the full roster is gonna look like, especially if we get just a couple more new character announcements after this. And let's face it, kind of like with Smash for Wii U, we're gonna get some DLC announcements.